off to Chris's. So no longer am I at Chris's. I know I completely just skipped that, but we're at Red Robin, and we're not very happy because there's going to be 5 of us. There's only 2 of us here right now. She asked if our whole party was here and said, no, we can't be seated. Now, why would that be? People who watch the Daily Misadventures, please answer that question for me because I'd love to know. Still waiting to be seated. There's been maybe, you said like 4 or 5 parties ahead of us now? Yeah, 4 or 5 other parties of 5 here have been successfully seated, but not us, just because there's 2. But such is life.
On their way, we have to see 8%. They told me that.
I don't see why we can't be seated, and
it's just our policy, just to seat at 80%. I can grab a manager and ask if I can make an exception tonight, and see. Do you know roughly about how long at least your party's here?
Depends on traffic.
Okay. Let me grab a manager and ask, okay?
So evidently 80% of the party, is it 80% of the party? Is that what I'm understanding?
She just said 80%.
She just said 80%, so we don't know if the restaurant's at 80% capacity or if 80% of your party has to be here, but that's quite a policy in my opinion. Because you got to think about that. If it's 80% of your party that has to be here and it is a party of 20, I mean, seriously? Would that mean that there would have to be like 16 out of 20? Is that right? No. So, yeah, 16 out of 20. If you had a party of 20 that would require 80%, 16. Oh, what's that? Yep. Evidently now in the standing position, but it was a party of 6 in which only 1 person, according to Chris here, has gotten seated. So I believe the percentage of 1 out of 6 is low, at least smaller than 80%. I'm not smart enough to do that right now, but I would say that something's not right. Okay, so we waited for about 5 minutes after Sharon arrived. Finally got our tables, and when we did, there weren't enough chairs. We had to stand around waiting for more chairs. Can you believe it? What time did we get here?
We got here at 5:20.
We got here about 5:20. It's now 6:28. And they still haven't taken our order for food yet. They brought us our drinks, but don't know what we want to eat yet. Still, an hour later. Over an hour later. This is the slowest night ever. I've never spent so much time in a restaurant just waiting. I got my soup, finally, and it had to have just been sitting there. Like, we were sitting there at the table just drinking our drinks for like 15, close to 20 minutes. Finally, like, hey, when am I going to get my soup? So she walks away and comes right back over with it. Oh yeah, I think it was just sitting there. The crouton in it was all soggy. It was disgusting. The soup was nice and warm. I mean, the soup was good, don't get me wrong. But just based on the crouton, the way the cheese was melted, no, it was sitting there for several minutes. No doubt about it. Worst experience at Red Robin I've ever had. Has anyone else ever heard of that 80% rule? Anyone? I'd love to know. I have nothing left to say. Good night.
How long?